Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here. This is your Tuesday reading. This month is rapidly rolling to the second half, which means to a close. All right, my name's Holly. Hi, psychic medium, energy reader. Thank you for being here. Okay, so the vibe for the day, vibe and the energy for Tuesday, and this is a general reading, general vibe, but the vibe is usually the predominant overarching feeling I have for most of the collective, not the whole collective, most of them. And pulled out my celebrate mug. Okay, I have no idea why. I don't know what there is to celebrate. So I hope that makes sense to someone out there. Uh, I actually started to flare a little bit. I'm like, oh yeah, what is there to say? And and so I needed to pull back my personal energy and say, okay, so what is it about celebrate? And that's what I'm doing right now. So thank you, Spirit, for stepping in and taking over. What is it about the word celebrate that I need to understand to help to communicate on your behalf to the collective for the vibe? There is something in the works. So something is being worked on. Something is being not plotted this time, but something is being planned. It's this feels like it's on a personal level, a very personal level. I feel like there is a fire being lit under someone. That's an old country phrase for you. Light a fire under somebody. What that means is I feel like someone is starting to step up and step into authority and take control. Okay. So I don't know how that's going to all work out, but that is what the vibe is, and that's what's going on. So it's a very empowering feeling, and the outcome is that we are to celebrate. So yippee-ki-yay. All right. Now, let me really quickly, before I get into the cards as a jumping off point, because I use those just as for general readings only to tune into the voice of spirit. And there was a question, I believe, dealing with how do you protect yourself from astrally traveling at night if you don't want to, or whatever. Now, astrally traveling means that your spirit is leaving your body and going places. It doesn't mean that you're physically getting up and sleepwalking. Okay, so that is the difference. Also, you are in control. Any spirit work you do, understand that you are not hapless in the process. You are in control. If you don't like it, change it. Just say no and demand to be back in your body and see yourself back in your body. If you are in a situation with other people you don't care for, watch the Monday video about shielding your heart and shielding over your crown chakra and brushing it away if you need to. I mean, those are tried and true things that have been done for years and years and years by many people. So, but yeah, just call on your spirit guides and guardians. And if you don't have a meditation practice, it could be a guided meditation with a YouTube video, whatever it is. Make sure that you have some kind of time that you allot. Even if it's right before you go to bed and you fall asleep, just make sure you've listened to the whole thing when you're awake so you know what it's asking of you in this guided meditation that you're following. And just call on. It's important that you know who you're calling on and why. And if you're unsure, just ask for Archangel Michael or Michael to step in. Always a safe one, always a good one. Now, but you're in control. Please understand that. You are the one in control. It's your soul, it's your spirit, okay? And you don't have to do anything you don't want to. So there's that too. People are just so quick to give their power away, and my caution is that why and who are you giving it to? Do you feel like you are a victim of happenstance? And if so, then stop everything you're doing that's metaphysical and come back to center and remember who you are. Okay? If you don't have a specific belief system that you function within, then it might be time to find one too. Okay? What is your higher power? We're not here alone. Now, let's get into some messages. So the Neoteric Feminine Tarot. Okay, this is the deck I'm drawn to, so this is the one I'm going to use. I'm clearing the deck from any previous energies. All right, now, Mother, Father, God, creator of all things, the all that is, please step into this reading. The sacred selves, higher selves, whatever you want to call it, ancestors, spirit guides and guardians, the angelic realm, come into this reading. Help me to understand what to say on your behalf for the collective, for the people that this reading is meant for. It may not be meant for you. Please don't work to make it fit. It may be meant for someone you know, or you may resonate with parts of it, but not all of it. What is the message for those that will resonate with this reading? And they want me to say general reading again. Okay. So what is this one? Okay. What is the message? What is the message that you have for the collective? What is the message for Tuesday? Oh, okay. All right. I feel like we need to do another round because I feel like there's going to be another one coming out. I feel like there should be 3 here. What is the message for the collective for Tuesday? I'm also hearing Wednesday. Okay, so this may be a Tuesday and Wednesday reading. I will be on with the Wednesday reading again, and I haven't done that short about crossing or death walking work yet, but what is the message for Tuesday and apparently Wednesday? Okay, yeah, and one landed on my lap. We're going to call that 3. Here we go. All right. Queen of Wands is on the bottom. Queen of Wands has been showing up a lot. All right, so in order, put my glasses on. All right. Page of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. And the Queen of Wands was on the bottom of the deck. All right, so here we go. Now remember, this deck is called the Neoteric Feminine Tarot. So all the characters are female in this. However, the gender never matters in the tarot unless you're specifically hearing from spirit that this is about a specific individual. But just pay attention to the energy of the card. Okay, so you flip out the gender in whatever way makes sense. All right, Page of Swords. This page is ready for battle, but man, this page is wearing heels and a fancy dress. Okay, and then we have 10 of Pentacles. There are multiple generations here. And the dog's on the bottom signifying loyalty. And remember, Pentacles are safety and security. So whereas the swords are thought forms and intuition and air and all of those things, this is a card of stability, security, family, finances, whatever it might be. In this case, I'm actually hearing building. So there is a building or structure in place. There is a structure, but I feel like it's specifically a building of some kind. So there is a building attached to this reading. We'll figure that out in a minute. All right, the last card is the King of Swords. So we go from the page to the king. Again, the color red with her shoes. Cat over here. And holding that sword high. Wearing a crown with a straight back. Not playing around. The difference between these two cards is striking in that one is, I feel like the page is still sort of finding his or her way, whereas the queen or the king knows who they are and they know what to do next. And in between, there is this sense of stability. I hear the word wonderment. There is still a sense of wonderment when you look at the multiple generations and the legacy that is being provided through that multi-layered, multi-generational family. Now, for some of you, there is a multi-generational, you've heard of curses in a family. There's no such thing as somebody cursing a line. It's what that means is that very often we inherit Some people, if you want to look into epigenetics, EPI, and then the word genetics, all one word, that talks about sometimes the physical trauma bonding that we have with people through our DNA. But and it's a fascinating study. But when I think of that, or the word generational curse or anything like that, it's not a doom and gloom, and it doesn't have to dictate your life, and it doesn't have to, just say no. And then make sure that you don't create or recreate the same mistakes that you watched growing up. That is when it becomes generational, like generational poverty or generational believing that you're not good enough. Those messages are handed down in the conversations that happen. That is not a curse placed on you by anyone 300 years ago. Okay? That is, it could be the result of actions that happened to the people in your family, and then they kept those messages going, and society kept those messages going. It can stop with you, and it has to. And that is sometimes the hardest work to do. So I feel like this is a combination of marveling at the generations, moving from inexperience to experience, helping young ones grow into their most powerful selves. And it's related to a building somehow. I don't know how or why. There is a building in the middle of it, like a structure. I don't know if it's a home or a business but there is a building attached to this. Very interesting. Let's get more information on that. I want to get more information. Which one? Okay, oddly, they want me to go to Inner Child Oracle. Okay, because that I don't know how that's going to, I'm really not sure how that's going to, I don't know how that's going to clarify, but and then we'll go back to tarot. But we need to get clarification on, wow, this one just turned sideways and in my hand. Disappointment is not the end. There is hope even in the darkest of nights. And that looks like a North Star or a compass, the directional. Number 10 becomes a 1, starting over again. Disappointment is not the end. So even if things don't turn out the way you had hoped or had wanted, it's not the end. You will find your light at the end of a tunnel. And as I said that, this card is what I opened up to. That looks like a tunnel with a light at the end of it to me. It's card 38. You are enough. You do not have to give more. There we go. That's the message. How much are you giving? And how much are you receiving? And I'm talking about emotionally. Now, okay, I just immediately picked this one up, so I guess that's what we're doing. The Wild Reflections Tarot. So give me clarification. So one, whatever the clarification is, understand you don't have to do more than you're already doing. Okay, so between inexperience and experience, the generational issues and the amazement, it felt like amazement of the generations and what hopefully is being addressed in that upbringing and watching those generations, because there were 2 dogs, so there's a lot of loyalty involved. So, but the building part, is it symbolic or is it like, I know I'm getting like brick and mortar, so I think this is a literal building. What is, and whatever you're doing that's related to that, I hope this makes sense to someone out there, but if it does, understand that you don't have to do any more. You've done enough. What are you receiving emotionally? Okay, now let's find out about this brick and mortar building in the middle of it that I have no idea where this reading is going. This whole today's video has been, I don't know what Celebrate is about. I don't know what that's about. So I'm just opening my mouth and letting Spirit tell me what to say. So hopefully this makes sense to someone. All right. So that 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Coins. in the last tarot reading. Okay, we got a card came out face down. What is the message about the building attached to it, or the family attached to it? There's a family and a building. A family, a building, a home, graces. I'm hearing social graces. Man, whoop, well, one just landed on the floor. Okay, hold on a minute. I'm going to grab that. Hang on. Okay. Oh. I'm getting hungry. That was random and out of the blue, I know, but I'm getting hungry. All right. The one that landed on the floor landed face up. And it's the Ace of Cups. Oh, with a pearl in it. I love a pearl. These are mother of pearl. I have had these for decades. They're rough on the back, just cut out of the shell. And I love these so much. You'll see me in these a lot. I just love these. And yeah, had them forever. So, you know, it doesn't matter where you find things. If you love it, you love it. So, precious pearl. A precious pearl without a spot. That was the first line of a medieval epic poem that I always adored. Of course, I don't remember any of the rest of it now because I first read it 30 some odd years ago. And the fish on the bottom and the fish on the top. That usually signifies abundance. And so, since this is the suit of the cups, this is a gift. Someone's being handed a gift. And a gift of love and compassion. And I keep hearing loyalty again. So let's see what else is going on. All right, that came at the end. That was the last one that flipped out. So the question was, what's going on with this family, with this building, with the generations? I feel like, and I'm hearing generations coming together. So that's interesting. I don't know what to make of all that. Okay. Certainly not my family. All right. Huh. Okay. We have justice. I always love a justice card. Absolutely love the justice cards. Justice cards. This is also someone who is bringing justice in by bringing in the light, exposing truths. I like it. And then we have the Queen of Wands. We had the Queen of Wands on the bottom of the last deck and in yesterday's reading. She reminds me of a Pied Piper here, but with water buffalo, which is a form of a cow. It's like an Asian cow. So, it's a very maternal being. Queens of Fire have a lot of fire, or I said fire instead of wands. Queen of Wands have a lot of fire and passion in them. And in this instance, she is part of the bovine tribe, which is one of, it brings nourishment, comfort, and compassion. It's very motherly, an incredibly motherly energy. Okay, they want me to tell this story, and I don't know why. When I was a little kid, could barely talk, kind of kid. And I would look around for rocks. And whenever I found a rock in the shape of like a triangle, this is me trying to make a triangle with my fingers. Okay, triangle. You get it. And whenever I would find one, I immediately attributed it to cows. And I would call them moo-moos. And I attributed that and compared it to, it meant the same thing to me as mother. No idea why. But it was something that I just came into this lifetime with, that I knew a triangle meant moo and meant mother. And it was associated with cows. This is very emotional for me to look at. This card has been in here before and it's never had this effect on me. So we go from justice, bringing in light and truth. Queen of Wands, bringing in fire, compassion. I'm hearing standing up for her children, the children of the earth. And they could be human or not. And then the third card we have is the Ten of Swords. Interestingly, this can be a brutal card because it is an ending. But this is a full-grown man who is still looking straight ahead, being pierced by all these swords and arrows, and still cognizant and still aware and still looking ahead and saying, I see you and what you're doing. That's intense. That, all three of those cards, that is a really intense reading. And then the fourth one that came out was this lovely, beautiful, abundant gift of more love, more finances, more beauty, more, I'm hearing cosmic awareness. So there's a whole lot of light being brought into these situations. Now, Spirit, help me out. How does that relate to the question that I asked? You always want to have a question, when you're doing this kind of stuff. How does this relate to the question with the previous tarot reading or spread with the Neoteric deck about a building and family? There's a coming together. There's a coming together that is happening. There is an ending of a past wound or hurt that is going to lead to an abundant new beginning of more. The structure is a home. It is a literal home, but it is also a metaphorical home. Both of those things are going to come together in the heart, mind, and body, so that there will be that mind, body, spirit connection of loyalty, faithfulness, bringing in the light, exposing truths, finding justice, finding stability, finding without question is what I'm getting. Without question and fail, you will know where you belong. You will find your place where you belong. And that's why they had me pull the Celebrate mug. It is a victory, and one that is hard fought. Took a little bit to get that to all come together, but now this makes sense. Thank you, Spirit. And that's why you just have to open your mouth and say what comes to you. That's just Psychic Work 101. Even if it doesn't make sense to you, say it. Try not to overthink it. It will make sense at some point or to someone. Man, I'm really hungry now. This made me so hungry. I don't know why. That's kind of weird. I guess I'm just expending a lot of energy with it. All right, anything else? No, I don't think so. Also, I know the ads have changed on the channel. They're popping up in weird places. As soon as that skip button shows, you can hit skip and just jump through it. But I mean, it's still a free reading and for anyone watching, and I intend to keep it that way. So just skip through when it shows an ad. Um, losing my voice. What's going on with me today? All right. I feel like I need to do one more thing here before I round out the reading. And this is the Star Tarot. This is the Star Tarot. One card. I feel like one card is all we need from this. What is the message for the collective? What is the message for the... Don't even do it that way. They said just open it up. Okay. Now. All right. Open it up to the middle. Okay. Put that there. Okay. Six of Swords. Sail away. Sailing into calmer waters and away from what doesn't serve you. It looks like an orca. Shadow image at the top. And the orca's on the bottom. Those are really powerful aquatic animals. And you are about to move out of troubled waters. And that is a wonderful thing. You really and truly are about to move out of troubled waters. And also by using that deck, this one a friend gave me, it's called Affirmations. That's it, just affirmations. And it's funny, much like her. And there's a rabbit riding a unicorn that's jumping over a rainbow. So, this is what the back of the deck looks like. So 50 affirmation cards to help you help yourself without the self-helpiness. So let's see. And they want me to do this the same way. Just kind of shuffle around and then open it to the, well, this one stuck in my hand. So I guess we're going to do this one. And we got two. Playfulness and manifestation. Playfulness looks like the... Mary Poppins character with her magic bag where she always pulls something out of it. I am a playful participant in life and I always have the option to make something a fun game rather than a heavy burden. Mary Poppins put sugar in the medicine for a reason. That lady really knows how to party. I might need to go get myself a candy bar today. All right. So funny. All right, and then the manifestation card, it doesn't have a picture, but if you could have anything you wanted, what would it be? Get specific and get greedy. You are holding a magic wand and you can conjure up anything. Could it be that when you declare your wishes out loud, you're actually casting a spell for your dreams to come true? Or is it just that, in a very practical sense, the more people you speak with about your desires, the more folks there are who know what you want and might have the means to help you make them happen. Either way, stop waiting and start manifesting. But don't use that word if you don't want to. Sometimes it's okay to tell people what you're doing because they can be resources, but sometimes you also need to keep things to yourself. So know and use your own discernment and judgment with that. And those cards are very tongue-in-cheek. So that's pretty darn funny, I think. But I love the Mary Poppins one. Absolutely love that. All right, everyone. This is it. Be well. Take care. I will be back soon with your Wednesday reading, but this one goes through Tuesday and Wednesday. So I find that very interesting. And the celebrate mug and the word celebrate now makes more sense. And it's a positive message. Okay, everyone, sending you love and gratitude. I am sending you absolute love and gratitude. Be well. Take care of yourselves. Weather is biting cold where I am right now. Next week, there's going to be like about a, I don't know, 40-degree difference. I'll take it. Going up, I'll take it. So anyway, be well, take care, and I will talk to you all soon.